Story time. How I got started hitchhiking. But before I talk about that, I want to talk about your comments on my last video. I didn't even know that I had comments because my messenger, for some reason, didn't tell me. So I don't know what happened there. It told me about 2 of them, but the rest of them I didn't even know. So I didn't even go look because that's the only reason why I do is when I know I got a comment. So I would have responded sooner if I had known. But anyway, a couple of comments I thought was quite interesting. One, that Vintage Beach is still the same way it was when I was a kid. Not the same way exactly, but I mean, people are doing their talent for money and stuff like that. I think that's awesome. That means when I eventually get back down there, hopefully, it's on my bucket list to go back. And since it was a fun experience, I want to go back there. But I thought probably it was completely different from when I was 17. I'm 45 now. So that's really cool that I'll get to see that. It was kind of like a little circus, a little carnival kind of thing, you know. Everybody had different talents. I mean, it was amazing. A guy was juggling with chainsaws, running with a person laying on the ground. It was unbelievable. There was, I mean, all sorts of things. A guy playing all sorts of instruments tied to his body. It was really cool. Anyway, the other thing is that, you know, a person mentioned that, you know, the ocean is dangerous, and you're definitely right there because it was. I had no idea how dangerous the ocean was. And I'm grateful those people pulled me out of there. Um, so I have more respect for the ocean than I did then. I mean, I was just a kid, 17, wasn't thinking. Anyway, the next thing is that, what was the other comment? Well, I can't remember what the other comment was, but let's get on to the story of how I got started on hitchhiking. My friend Jeremy, he's the one that got me started doing it. One day there was a party at Melbourne Lake, and he wanted to know if I wanted to go, and I said, well, sure, but how will we get there? And he goes, like this. And I said, hitchhike? And he goes, yeah. I said, isn't that dangerous? He goes, nah, I've been doing it for a little while now, and everything's been fine. So we went and did it, and it was fine. And like I said, people, when a behavior changes only when something bad happens. So because it was good, we kept doing it. We went to the party, had a great, wonderful time. We hitchhiked back. And then I ended up hitchhiking by myself too, and with him. So I did it several times before we went to California. And then I only did it like 3 times after I got back from California. And then I had my bad experience, which I'll talk about that in a different video. In the next video, I'll talk about the experience. His and mine. But back then, when you hitchhike, the cops didn't really care. Oh, that was a thing. The comment, yeah. Somebody mentioned about you'll get arrested. You know, it's true. Now you will get arrested if you get on the highway. And in fact, probably like 5 years after I did that California thing, I started hearing about people getting arrested for hitchhiking. So it looked like I was going to eventually quit anyway. Now, on our way to California, we got stopped probably 4 times in that 3.5 days, and the cop would ask for our ID. I had an ID, he did not. Jeremy did not. And they would just let us go and basically tell us to go. Just keep walking until the next county, or hitchhike, or whatever. He just sent us out. And I found out from one of the people that picked us up that chances are the cop, they didn't want to arrest us because they would have to feed us and all that. It would be their problem. So they would just send you on to the next county, so it would be their problem. So we got really lucky because if Jeremy had an ID on him, he would have got arrested right then and there, and then I would have been by myself, stuck out there. Didn't even think about that. Oh my God, that would have been scary as hell. You know, because I had the courage because I was with somebody, but if I was by myself, I mean, after the experience, I did, and before I did, but my hitchhiking was pretty short. We're saying like from here to Garnett, which is like 45 minutes or something like that. They were small little things, not long like that. So yeah, going all the way to California by myself, no way, no way, wouldn't do it. But going to these small towns to get around because I had no vehicle. Later on, after I quit hitchhiking, I started riding a bicycle, which took me all day long. I'd start way early in the morning, and I would get there by like close to midnight. To Garnett and to Hutch, it took longer. So eventually I quit doing that too, and I eventually got a vehicle. So thank goodness, because I tell you, yeah, it's a good workout, but my God, all day long riding a bike to get from one place to another, it was ridiculous. And so, anyway, thank you so much for the comments that you made on the last video. I really enjoyed them, and I really appreciate it. And I only got a couple of stories left, probably about 4 stories left, and that's it. Because by the time I hit my 30s, I didn't really have much going on. I just was raising kids. There was some major drama stuff that happened that I went to court and all that, but I've already vlogged in my other channel about those incidents years ago. And, just basically became a dad, and all the adventure stuff was gone. Yes, we went places, but nothing that really stuck out. You know what I mean? So I've only got like maybe 4 stories left, and then I got nothing left to go. I don't know. I'll have to vlog about something else. All right, you guys have a good one. Thank you. I really appreciate all your comments and your views. You guys have a wonderful day, and God bless.